Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. The hardworking Kate and William interrupted their vacation to hit like on Instagram. The subtle show of royal approval came after Taylor Swift shared a photo of Travis Kelce proposing in a rose garden. She captioned the post, "Your English and gym teacher are getting married." The cheeky caption and romantic setting drew an avalanche of congratulations from fans and celebrities alike, and now the future King and Queen of England have added their seal of approval. Though William and Kate are famously restrained on social media, their decision to heart Taylor's post signals an ongoing royal fondness for the pop star. Last year, Taylor posed backstage at her Eras tour with William, Prince George and Princess Charlotte, who's reportedly a devoted Swiftie. Fan-shot footage from the night showed William dancing enthusiastically to shake it off, clearly enjoying himself. It is unclear which royal interrupted vacation to hit that thumbs-up button, but much thanks to the senior royals for taking time out of their busy day, and hope they enjoy the rest of their time off. Also, let it be noted, the Duchess of Sussex also gave Taylor a thumbs-up, a most gracious act considering Taylor distracted the media from when they should have been focused on the debut of Season 2 of Meghan's cooking show. People magazine knows where their bread is buttered, and they have expanded their Kate is Wonderful coverage to the next generation with the cover story and headline, "Prince George, the boy who will be king, the most normal 12-year-old future monarch we've ever had." We have a rule at Palace Intrigue to leave the children out of things. It's one thing if Kate wants to vacation on a Saudi secret yacht, and another if Meghan wants to sell legally fruit spread, but George is a 12-year-old boy, so we will leave him out of our coverage for the most part. After vacationing, the wonderful Princess Catherine will take on the arduous task of decorating the family's new grand residence in Windsor Great Park. Royal commentator Richard Kay revealed on Palace Confidential that the princess is selecting items from the California Stores, a massive furniture and art storage facility tucked within the grounds of Windsor Castle. It's called California because it's vast like the state of California. I'm told it's the most amazing place, bigger than any museum's overspill space. Among the pieces reportedly under consideration, a large dining table suitable for the family's new home, which also boasts tennis courts and a barrel-vaulted dance floor. The facility, roughly the size of 8 tennis courts, was commissioned by the late Queen Elizabeth II in 2019 to house surplus furniture, gifts, and artworks not deemed valuable enough for the royal collection, particularly during the extensive renovations at Buckingham Palace. Sarah Ferguson has shared new photographs of the late Queen Elizabeth II's beloved corgis, Sandy and Mick. I think I always get the pronunciation wrong on that one. One photograph shows the corgis standing alert on a tree log beside Sarah herself, tails wagging. The second captures them alongside the couple's Norfolk Terriers, all posing happily outdoors. The two corgis were originally a gift from Prince Andrew to his mother and became devoted companions to Queen Elizabeth during her final years. Since her death, Sarah has periodically updated the public on the dogs' lives. More Palace in just a moment. We had some Diana-related material we had to bump from yesterday's show to make room for Tom Sykes' explosive piece concerning the death of Diana and why he thinks she was murdered. Go back and listen to yesterday's episode in case you missed it. Looking ahead, William and Harry may find themselves in direct competition with both potentially preparing film projects to mark the 30th anniversary of Princess Diana's death in 2027. According to industry insiders, Harry's Archewell Productions has begun early talks with television companies about creating a new documentary centered on Diana. One senior executive told the Daily Beast, Harry is looking to do a series about Diana in 2027. They want to get the right partners, and we have had a conversation with them. I'm sure other production companies have too. An inside account of the implosion of Charles and Diana's marriage and Harry's story of Diana's death and its aftermath would be the TV sensation of all time. The move is said to unsettle Prince William, who believes that the joint film he made with Harry for the 20th anniversary of Diana's death was intended to be the definitive tribute. A friend of William's explained, the film the brothers made for the 20th anniversary was meant to be the last word. William made that very clear at the time. But of course, things have changed since then. If Harry is now going to do another massive Netflix show, effectively claiming her legacy, William will have to fight back, whether that's with an interview or a documentary of his own. The whole situation is just very sad. The same source added that William would almost certainly avoid working with the BBC, given his lasting anger over the broadcaster's deceptive tactics in securing Diana's infamous Panorama interview. It would be ridiculous to do it with the BBC, the friend said. Reports suggest Harry's prospective Diana project was a significant factor in Netflix's recent decision to extend its deal with the Sussexes. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams told The Express, Netflix's chief of content, Bella Baharia, has recently praised the enormous success of their highly controversial 6-part docuseries Harry and Meghan. They want something royal from the couple whose royal links are their only claim to fame. A Diana documentary could be it. We know from his memoir Spare how deep his affection for his mother was and how devastated he was at her passing. This is obviously totally understandable. Diana was like a meteor. She was the world's most glamorous woman, whose charitable activities have rightly become legendary, but who was also manipulative and had a fatefully symbiotic relationship with the media. The War of the Waleses between her and Prince Charles, which ended in divorce, was ferocious at the time. If the proposed documentary featured anything controversial, it would gravely endanger the reconciliation Harry has said he wants with his family, although it would undoubtedly draw the audience Netflix wants. This program, especially now that Camilla, the woman Diana regarded as her rival, is now Queen Consort, also potentially has enormous dangers for Harry's future relationships with his family. A time capsule buried by Princess Diana in 1991 has been unearthed after more than 3 decades underground, revealing a nostalgic trove of 90s life, complete with a Kylie Minogue cassette and a handheld pocket TV. The wooden capsule had been laid beneath Great Ormond Street Hospital's Variety Club building during a ceremony attended by Diana, then president of the Children's Hospital. It was meant to remain sealed for a century. However, with construction now beginning on a new children's cancer centre, the decision was made to retrieve the long-forgotten box. The contents were chosen in part by winners of a Blue Peter competition and aimed to reflect everyday life in the early 90s. Among the damp, damaged items, Rhythm of Love by Kylie Minogue, a solar-powered calculator, a snowflake hologram, tree seeds, recycled paper, a European passport, and a full set of British coins marking 20 years of decimalization. A copy of the Times from the day of the capsule's burial was also preserved. Hospital staff with ties to 1991, either born that year or already working at Great Ormond Street, were invited to help recover the capsule. Among them was Janet Holmes, a senior health play specialist, who recalled one item fondly. It brought back so many memories, seeing the pocket TV in there. I had bought one for my husband back in the day for when we had a break while driving his coach around the country. They were very expensive then. The capsule's rediscovery echoes a similar event from 1872, when the then Princess of Wales, Alexandra, buried a time capsule at the same hospital, though that earlier capsule remains lost. Sam McKnight, the legendary hairstylist behind some of fashion's most iconic looks, first met Princess Diana in 1990 during a Vogue photo shoot. In a defining moment of their first encounter, McKnight recalls faking a short hairstyle, using a tiara to tame Diana's voluminous 80s fluff. It was, he said, a pivotal moment of change. As a hairdresser, you learn to pick up subliminal messages. I knew she wanted to change when she asked me, "What would you do if I said do anything?" So we cut her hair really short that day. Diana, he says, understood the subtle power of hair as a message, something she shared with other media-savvy icons like Lady Gaga. Very clever people like Lady Gaga and Diana learnt that hair is powerful. It can send a message of strength, vulnerability, not caring or being controlled. Beyond her public image, McKnight fondly remembers Diana's humour and down-to-earth charm. Princess Diana used to buy really rude birthday cards from a novelty shop on Kensington High Street. She loved to giggle. She was so funny. And there you have it. Like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify or Apple or the app of your choice. Leave us a nice review if you're enjoying the show. And don't forget, we are now on Facebook and Instagram, trying to grow our community there. So drop by, say hi, and just search for Palace Intrigue on Facebook pages or Facebook groups, or just click the link in the show notes. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.